Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. When I last left you guys, we were in the middle of soul farming, and as you can see, I'm failing miserably still. But, it's what it is, par for the course, I suppose. We're trying to grab Mandragora here real quick, but I'm waiting for the poison to wear off. The unfortunate reality with these slimes is they drop off the ceiling and poison you, which drastically reduces your attack strength, unfortunately. At least unless you're equipping the zombie soul, but I can't have zombie and gremlin equipped at the same time, so it's a little bit moot at this point. Slimes, however, are very prolific with their souls, I'm noticing, which, you know, I'm honestly a little bit okay with, but Mandragora, on the other hand, is not so much forthcoming with his soul, or its soul, I should say. And see, as soon as I complain about it. So, the Mandragora, I'm sure if you're familiar with any... Well, that's not necessarily true. If you're familiar with mythology on a certain level, you've probably heard of Mandragora. Oops, that's the wrong soul. We want my giant bat back. You're probably familiar with Mandragora. It's like this screaming plant that as soon as you pull it out of the ground, it, you know, lets out this ear-piercing scream, and supposedly anybody who hears the scream is just, like, instantly dead. Or at least, you know, maimed or disabled to some extent. So, very bad. That's why that thing actually hurts a ton if it manages to hit you. Even with decent armor and equipment, that thing can really mess you up if you're not careful. And I'm going to run out of mana before I get to the top here, so let's mind up. Just a little bit. I probably could be using my Hippogriff, but this is a little easier in my opinion. We got to drop in here to grab our friend the Flesh Golem, who hopefully will die rather quickly and not take forever. Well, he's a golem, so he's gonna be stubborn and annoying and take a lot of hits, because all golems do, unless you are the Iron Golem, in which case you die in a single hit to a Killer Mantle, but we don't have Killer Mantle yet, so I don't even know if Killer Mantle would work on this one. Not all the golems are, you know, high HP, no MP. At least I don't think they are. I might be wrong about that. I probably should have done some research on the matter before I decided to come do this. I also probably really should have grabbed the Killer Mantle Soul before. I probably should have just sat and farmed the thing, honestly, if I'm being honest, long ago when I had the opportunity to, but I don't know what this thing is weak to. It's weak to sword, because it's getting the weird sword attacking sound effect when I hit the thing. In fact, why don't we check the bestiary and find out what it's weak to, because now I'm curious. Flesh Golem. Weakness is sword. Alright, well, that explains that. I think it has 2,000 hit points. Yeah, it's a golem. What do you expect? This one... Oh, look at that. He dropped some rotten meat for me. Delightful. Actually, the rotten meat's a good thing if you have the Flesh Golem soul, which is convenient. Because if you have his soul, it's a passive one, but if you eat, like, bad food, like spoiled milk or rotten meat, that kind of thing, it actually does heal you instead of hurt you. Oh, knock me out of the freaking room. What a jerk. Just give me your soul, man. I got things to do. Come on. This is what you guys have to look forward to if you ever decide to embark on a 100% Souls run, is finding one-off little rooms like this where you can easily mess up a single enemy type that will hopefully drop the soul, and by hopefully I mean you're praying to the RNG gods basically the entire time. I mean, it's a common thing for me. I play Fire Emblem, so the RNG altar has been set up already. Very infrequently do I receive a blessing from said RNG gods, but, you know, if you don't, you're usually worse off anyway, so might as well give it some measure of shot, I guess. Yeah, I bet you Killer Mantle would do wonders against this thing, but I simply do not have the time to backtrack and go grab it real quick. I'd rather just get this over with and beat it up the conventional way because, oh, I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. As can be evidenced in a number of different videos I've done so far. This one being probably the best example. That Archdemon one a couple times ago was not fun either. That took way too long. I'm really hoping this is not a repeat incident of that, at any rate. Because I really don't want to be here for 10 minutes whacking away at this thing. As fun as it is, I'm sure, for all of you to watch me hitting the same thing over and over again. That being said, getting rid of him is going to put a nice big dent in our list for for the reservoir. There's only a couple other things that we need to pick up here. This being one of the prime ones. You saw the poison worm a minute ago, too, before we got on our way here. And the unfortunate reality with the poison worm is there really isn't a good place to farm that thing. It's usually in the midst of a bunch of other monsters, so where I found it is probably going to be the best place to try to farm the thing. Which is unfortunate, because it's behind a bunch of dryads and other stuff. At least this guy isn't doing a lot of damage to me. That's the important thing, I guess. I guess that's one benefit, but at any rate, I'm really hoping he decides to start dropping his soul here any minute now. That would be fantastic. The fact that we got Mandraga really early... See, this is what happens. I'll get one soul, like, insanely early, without any effort, and then I'll spend 10 minutes getting another one that should not be as difficult to get, in my estimation, at any rate. But, for some reason, is just an absolute stubborn jerk, and I can't entirely figure out why. But I guess that's why this is going to start taking a long time. What I will probably end up doing, if I'm being totally honest, is, well, I don't know. I'm thinking about making these soul hunting episodes a little longer, just so you guys have something else to watch. And, you know, and it's not just 15 minutes and 10 minutes of it spent doing the same bloody thing over and over again. So I theoretically could make these soul hunting episodes a bit longer, just because you're seeing the same thing over and over, and that's not very fun, so... I might do that. We'll see. There's not that much more to go at this point, so it might be wasted effort, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, huh? This is, yeah, at the rate that I'm currently going, I was expecting to have it done by the end of this week, and it's looking like that's not going to happen. So, apologies for padding out and making this series twice as long as it needed to be, but that's what happens when you want to have all the fun, shiny souls, and get the true ending of the game, and get the nice little secret that comes with it, and all that fun stuff. I like showing off that stuff, just because I think it's nice to have this information. So, like, you know what you can do, and what's obtainable, and the best way to go about obtaining everything. It's something that I certainly appreciate as a player, and usually when I play through a game blind the first time, generally speaking. I don't like look up strategy guides before I've even tried something. Oh, thank God, there he is. Flesh Golem enjoys eating the oddest things. Yep, he sure does. And we can get out of this waterfall room now. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think there's actually a poison worm up here at the top of the waterfall. Nope, not here. Why don't we go take a look real quick? Oh, I can't get in, that's right. So that was just a waste of time. Anyway. Whee! So much fun. So let's hope Poison Worm decides to be gracious and drop its soul quickly here. Again, I'm going to have to go through that Dryad every time, because there's no really easy way to get to the Poison Worm. Oh, thank the Lord. Alright, cool. Immunity to poison. That's cool. Moving on. That takes care of a couple of problematic ones. We already have the Uko back there, so we don't need to worry about him. But we are going to have to descend into the underground cemetery next. Oh, it's our friend the Archdemon again. So help me if he touched his soul the first time. I was going to be really upset. That being said, I got to remember where the heck we're supposed to go to get to the... Oh, we got to go this way. Alright, that's fair. Oh, come on, guys. Get out of my way. Mermen and Medusa heads. Whose idea was that? That's just like the worst combination of stuff. There's another skyfish that just flew by the way. So this is the other place you can get one if you didn't want to do the big golem area. But I would argue that that area was easier. Your mileage may vary, certainly. So, I mean, if you wanted to give that a try, be my guest. Silly Triton here. There's a poison worm there too, but we have to go through Triton on the left side to get to that one, and that's just as annoying, if not worse. Oh, there's that mana prism I keep forgetting to pick up. That's alright, it's just an item. I don't really need it all that badly. I got a Trident from Triton, that's pretty cool. We don't have Cagnazzo yet, and he's right down here, if I'm not mistaken. There's another gargoyle that I probably could have grabbed while I was all the way out here, but... Come on, get out of my way. Thank you. Where is Cagnazzo? I thought he was over here. No, he's up some more, that's right. But we're descending to the underground cemetery. Did I just walk into that fire? I did. I feel silly now. At any rate, there's a couple of things down here in the cemetery we need to grab. In fact, there's one over here too, I think. Nope, maybe not. Poison Worm's a little higher up than this. So we need the Were-Jaguar here, and we need the Bifron right behind him. And there's a couple of... Oh, there's a Flame Demon here, too. I forgot about him. There's a couple of better places to get the Were-Jaguar. Oh, I don't want to go through this thing. Do I have to? At least I already have the soul for this thing. That's the better part. Rippers are all over the place over here, too. Rippers are very giving with their soul, I guess. Oh, there's Bifron already. Cool. That's nice. So this is working out a little bit better than I expected. There's a couple of Were-Jaguars up in here, though, I think. Yep, there's one right there. They don't take much to kill. There should be at least 2 in here, yep. Maybe even a third one, question mark? Yep. Maybe a 4th one. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Alright. And I got a Mach Punch from one of them, which, by the way, is really cool. In fact, I'm going to show you that real quick. This is like a really, like... Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Never mind. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the Kaiser Knuckle, which sounds weird, but it's actually really cool. I just realized I haven't had Gremlin on this whole bloody time. Oh, man. Now I feel silly. Let's put everything back on. So, yeah, I could have been having 8% more luck this whole time. That's cool. That's what happens when you have to use Skula, is you forget about other things. Silly Were-Jaguar. And then his cousin, the Were-Tiger, is in the arena. That'll be fun to get, too, I'm sure. I think Were-Jaguar has the uppercut, and then Were-Tiger has like a straight punch. It's kind of interesting a little bit. You know what? I probably don't need to go all the way back and grab all 4 of them. I can probably just sit here and farm the one. It's probably a little easier if I'm being totally honest. Another Mach Punch. I can sell that. Not that I need to, because I've already got everything I need to buy at Hammer's shop, but... Alright, let's see if I can't get Were-Jaguar and get out of here, and then I can make my way up to the arena. And that will be the last episode for this week, will be the arena. Maybe we can get the arena done in one go. You know, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? I've already spent a lot of time in there, and there's really not that much I have to do. Alright, come on, Were-Tiger. Give me your Were-Jaguar, rather. There we go. Cool, look at that. And, alright, so we're done with the cemetery. We can move on to the... Well, there's a couple things to get before the arena, but they're on the way, so... And if everything goes my way, like, hopefully it will, then we don't need to spend a lot of time on the way there. This bloody thing again. So your Lura Une is, like, one of the most annoying souls to get, as you saw me do once upon a time. Flame Demon, not so much. Flame Demon actually has a pretty high drop rate, only because it's necessary for the... true ending of the game, so they're a little more generous with it, I guess. Because it's like, hey, if you don't get this, then you don't get the real ending of the game, and then you miss out on a pretty decent chunk of stuff. And I imagine imagine players would be a little upset if they found that out after the fact. This is the arena. This is the way to the arena, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're actually gonna go. Let's go to the arena first, because we'll hit up the remainder of the underground reservoir stuff on the way back. What's down that way? Whole lot of nothing. All right, cool. So we got a couple of things to grab in the arena, but not that much. Gargoyle's not one of them. We already have Beam Skeleton too. Killer Mantle, that's the one I really, really want. That is a quality of life improvement if I ever saw one. Beam Skeleton still take 2 hits to kill, huh? Not much though. They only have 400 hit points. If I can get a little more strength, I can take them out in one shot. Dead Crusader though we don't have. I know that for a fact. Thankfully, they die in a single hit once they open themselves up. There's Killer Mantle. Still no drop from him. There's arguably much better places to get both of them, so let's move on up here. More Beam Skeletons. So sweet. Skull Million we don't have yet. And now we do. Off to a good start. Whoops. What's over here? That's a teleporter room. Alright, cool. In fact, I might be using that. Oh, stupid poison. Come on with this. Get out of my face. It's the most annoying enemies ever when they just kind of hover over top of where you are. It's like, come on, get out of my way. Jerks. Dead Crusader we don't have. We just got Skull Million, so we don't need to worry about that. Gladiator we don't have. That's a fun one. By fun, I mean difficult, because this is the only one I think that's available right now. We'll come back to him. I'm going to get Killer Mantle first, if I am at all able to do so. Oh, here's Were-Tiger. He dies in 2 hits, too. Killer Mantle. Come on, guys. Give me your Stoles. Killer Man. This is the best place to farm Killer Mantles, right here outside the save room. It just occurred to me that I didn't get to show you guys one of those 3 little side rooms in the arena, so we'll do that. But we are going to do that next time. So this was a productive episode. We got a lot done. That's good. And we'll hopefully be able to finish up the arena and get out of here and head back up to where we came from next time. So until that time, thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We are going to make some more progress and hopefully get the heck out of Dodge and be done with soul hunting by the end of next week. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. If not, feel free to skip the soul hunting episode stuff. I will again post an addendum to the episode titles to let you know it's what I'm doing. But until I see you guys next time, enjoy your evening. Have a great one. This has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.